If you're like me and you really want to move your hair past your shoulders and beyond, then this video is definitely for you, because I'm going to be sharing some tips on how to stop that breakage, how to reduce that breakage. And guys, I think you'll want to stay tuned until the very end, because the last tip, let's just say I don't think it's something you've thought of. So here we go. The first tip I've been using to move my hair beyond my shoulders and towards my waist is to moisturize my hair once I've been wearing braids for a while. Guys, it's not a protective style if we throw our hair in braids and leave them for many months. That's not protective, that's hair neglect, right? So what I do, I add water, I add oils and butters to my hair once I've had them in for over a month, because I like to wear my protective styles for a long time. I just add all those things to keep the hair refreshed and to keep the hair moisturized and to say, you know, I haven't forgotten about you. How does that help to reduce breakage? Once you decide to take down your braids, then you won't be working with crunchy hair that hasn't seen the light of day for several weeks. And I also continue that whole moisturizing process before I take down my braids. So before I touch my hair, I make sure to add conditioner and water to my hair, so that once I begin undoing each braid, I'm not working with dry, crunchy, crusty hair. And trust me guys, just try it and I'm sure it will work for you. The second tip I have to reduce or to prevent breakage overall is to finger detangle my hair. Honestly guys, I wish we could just all detangle our hair with our fingers and throw all combs away. The end. But no, I know that's not possible, and even I've not reached the stage where I'm finger detangling 100%, although that's where I want to be. So I'm not going to tell you to just spend all 24 hours of the day finger detangling your hair, but I would say that it's good to finger detangle your hair somewhere in your regimen, or use finger detangling as the first primary method once you take your hair down. And then after you've got the major knots and tangles out, then it's okay to go in with a comb. But yeah, it's a great way to reduce breakage. I've seen great results from using my fingers, and to be honest, clumps of hair only come out of my scalp when I pull a comb through my hair without finger detangling. The next awesome tip to reduce breakage is to reduce the amount of styling and manipulation that you're doing to your beautiful 4C hair. I do believe it's important to look cute and stylish and trendy, but if you are trying to grow your hair past your shoulders and towards your waist, there are sacrifices that you have to make, and styling the 4C hair is something that you're going to have to change, right? So we want to find styles that last longer and prevent us from styling the hair every day or every 3 days. And if you can find styles that last more than a week, even better. Guys, there are still cute ways to, put your hair in a protective style. Not all protective styles are ugly, So even if you don't want to wear wigs and weaves and braids, you can find cute protective styles that you can do on your own hair, like twist outs and braid outs. And there are so many videos here on YouTube and other social media platforms that give us great protective styles that also help us to retain length. So you might want to start researching those and trying them, because over manipulation is one of the best ways to break your 4C hair. The truth is that the type of hair that we have, with all its kinks and coils and curls, it is very, very prone to breakage. So if we want to reduce that breakage, a great way is to, reduce the styling and the manipulation that we're doing on our 4C hair. And while we're on the topic of over manipulation, if you can stretch out your wash days, it's also a great way to reduce breakage. Now, I'm not telling you not to wash your hair when it's needed. All I'm saying is this: if you find that you religiously wash your hair every week, but you don't have to, then try to stretch it to every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, right? Because some of the times we do things religiously because that's how we were raised, or that's what we've been doing for a long while, but sometimes we know that these habits or these regimens are not necessary. So if you have to, if you must, if you know it's critical for you to wash your hair every week, then do that. On wash days, we are pulling, we're tugging, we're rubbing, and that causes a bit of stress on the hair. So stretching out your wash days and only washing your hair when it's necessary is also a great way to reduce breakage. And for my third and final tip to reduce breakage and move your hair beyond your shoulders, I'd encourage you to get help when detangling the hair. Get help when it's time to blow dry the hair. Just get help. Get help, because once your hair starts to grow, you'll find that it needs different things, right? So when it's short and cute, you can do most of the washing and the detangling, right? But for me, I find that as my hair grows and as it gets bigger, gets more volume, as it thickens, I'm unable to properly detangle my hair. And as you know, the detangling process is where many of us lose the progress that we would have made with our protective styles, right? So I used to be able to just grab my blow dryer and detangle my hair to get rid of the knots and tangles that usually cause breakage. But my hair is now a little bit past my shoulders, and I find that when I try to blow dry it or straighten it on my own, I run into a lot of problems. Like, I'm actually experiencing more breakage when I do it myself. So what I've done, you'll see me here at somebody's detangling my hair, because I've decided that from now on I'm going to go to a stylist to do that. So I've managed to find a stylist that knows about natural hair and that really cares about the journey that I am on. This was actually the first time I went to her, and I think she did such an amazing job. Whenever I have detangling to do after my wash day, I'll just make an appointment and I'll go to her. Guys, I think it's really important. I know the caveat here is that it may be very difficult to find a stylist that knows about natural hair and that really cares about your hair journey, but I think it's worth doing the research, and it's worth trying to find somebody who can help you to detangle your hair properly. Guys, there's some things that we won't be able to do all by ourselves as our hair grows. So it would work if after your wash day, you spend the time to finger detangle and get the major knots and tangles out. But I would really, really encourage you, if you can, find a natural hair stylist and get them to detangle your hair for you. It will prevent breakage and it will help you to retain so much of your beautiful 4C kinks and curls and help you on your journey to waist length. So guys, that's all I have for you today. Drop me a comment below to let me know, some of the tips that you use to retain length. And of course, I'll see you in my next video. Until then, keep taking good care of your hair.